stall of one of the residence halls. News 3's Amanda Quintana has those details, including how he was allowed inside.
That just recently the ATF classified the FRTs, the force.
Sure.
Everything like that. As at this time, you're not charged with anything.
Right.
Okay? Like I said, she's not here, or she would be standing here to answer.
Doesn't worry you for like a long period of time because you know how quickly they respond to situations like that.
Number 5, ATF versus SEAL contractor. So picture this, a former badass from SEAL Team 6 chilling at home, probably still in his camouflage pajamas, when suddenly, knock knock, who's there? It's not a pizza delivery, but a couple of ATF agents itching to talk about his recent online shopping spree for forced reset triggers, or FRTs. Now let me break it down to you. These FRTs are like the hot new item on the gun enthusiast scene, but apparently buying them online comes with some unwanted attention from the big guys at the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, or the ATF. So our ex-Navy SEAL contractor, not one to shy away from a challenge, decides to entertain these agents, and boy does he give them a piece of his mind.
Like low visibility MP7 rigs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Cool. So were you expecting us?
I don't have any comments on this subject. I won't be giving you anything.
Agree with you at all.
I understand.
I don't want to be here any more than you want me to
Sure.
be here.
Well, it's the problem is you.
We, like you said, you know, we just hear, we are the ones that just come and knock on the door. We
Sure.
just enforce the laws. We don't make.
He's not about to hand over his triggers like candy on Halloween, no sir, not without a warrant. But here's where it gets spicy. These agents, they know more about his online shopping habits than his own grandma. They roll up with details about his FRT purchases like they're reading off his grocery list. Talk about invasion of privacy, am I right? The contractor's probably thinking, are you guys spying on my Amazon account now? And let's not forget about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the Mickey Mouse in the plate carrier. Yeah, you heard it right. One of the agents is sporting an AR-500 gong in her gear. Now, I'm all for personal flair, but come on, professionalism, people. This ain't a cosplay convention, it's supposed to be a serious law enforcement operation. The whole debacle shines a spotlight on a bunch of issues. There's a debate about gun regulations and whether the ATF is overstepping its bounds. Then, there's the question of digital privacy and how much Uncle Sam really knows about our online habits. And don't even get me started on the importance of looking the part when you're representing the law. At the end of the day, it's a classic showdown between the little guy defending his rights and the big bad government agency trying to flex its muscles. And let me tell you, it's a showdown worth watching. Grab your popcorn, folks, because this ain't your average Tuesday night drama. Number 4, Carlo's ATF nightmare. Picture this. A sunny day, Carlo, a seasoned U.S. Navy veteran, eager to enjoy his terminal leave after 20 years of dedicated service. His plan? Simple. Just pop down to the local gun shop for a routine purchase. But what started as a casual errand quickly turned into a nightmare straight out of a Hollywood thriller. As Carlo strolled into the shop, little did he know that a storm was brewing. The store owner, jittery and paranoid, dropped a shocker. The ATF was onto him. Carlo brushed it off as paranoia, focused on his mission to snag a buffer tube. But fate had other plans. As Carlo and the store owner chatted shop, ATF agents swooped in like vultures, guns drawn, cuffing Carlo faster than you can say buffer tube. Confusion reigned as Carlo found himself in the crosshairs of accusations he couldn't comprehend. The agents, high on their own power trip, eyed Carlo's trunk like kids in a candy store.
I called her the first time she picked up. It was that the same day. She asked who I was so she could share my number.
Nothing to do with him whatsoever. He just happened to be standing, I guess, this far away whenever we showed up to arrest him for an arrest warrant. Thing like that. As at this time, you're not charged with anything.
Right.
Okay? Like I said, she's not here, or she would be standing here to answer. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I will encourage Stacy to try to stay in the loop with you. Unknown kind of thing, like what's happening behind the curtain.
Nobody even gave us the information how to get here. Like, we had to find that out.
What did they find? A treasure trove of firearms and accessories worth a cool $20,000. But instead of respecting Carlo's rights, they indulged in a shameful selfie session, posing with his prized possessions like conquering heroes. Things took a darker turn when Carlo, refusing to surrender his Tesla's recording, was met with threats and intimidation. The agents, desperate to conceal their misconduct, refused to search his vehicle, citing bogus excuses. Carlo's ordeal is a chilling reminder of the misuse of authority and the erosion of trust in those sworn to protect and serve. His lawful actions were twisted into a Kafkaesque nightmare by overzealous agents drunk on power. But Carlo isn't backing down. Armed with courage and a steely resolve, he's fighting back against the injustice he endured. And while the road ahead may be long and arduous, one thing's for sure: Carlo won't rest until justice is served. Number 3. FRT Trigger Confiscation Drama. Alright, so picture this. A rainy day, a video camera, and a bunch of ATF agents and local law enforcement knocking on doors. What's the buzz about? Well, it seems they're on a mission to snatch up something called FRT triggers, but here's the twist. These triggers were legally purchased, mind you. So what's the big deal? Turns out, the ATF, in all its wisdom, decided to flip the script. They've reinterpreted the rules, slapping the illegal label on these once perfectly fine triggers. Now imagine being the proud owner of one of these triggers, only to find out it's suddenly as illegal as driving a tank down Main Street. In the video, you can see the tension rising as the individuals are confronted by the agents. They're told that these triggers, known as forced reset triggers, are now being classified as machine guns. Yep, you heard that right, machine guns. Suddenly, the stakes are high, and these folks are facing the possibility of losing their legally purchased gear.
Or you go against the citizens, because they've spoken what they buy and what they do. The citizens are speaking.
So we are aware that you may have purchased some of these FRTs.
Okay.
You did purchase FRTs. Again, you wouldn't be in trouble if you just give those up to us. That just recently the ATF classified the FRTs, the force.
Sure. I'm not refusing anything. I won't be answering any questions.
But here's where it gets interesting. The person behind the camera isn't having any of it. They refuse to play ball, opting to exercise their right to remain silent. It's a showdown of sorts. Citizens versus the long arm of law, with a hefty dose of bureaucratic red tape thrown in for good measure. The conversation turns heated as the agents try to coax compliance, but the individual stands firm, questioning the legitimacy of the ATF's authority to redefine what's legal and what's not. It's a classic David versus Goliath scenario, with the little guy refusing to back down. In the end, the video serves as more than just a record of a rainy day confrontation. It's a call to action, urging viewers to take a stand against what they see as government overreach and a violation of their rights. And with tensions running high, it's anyone's guess as to how the showdown will play out in the long run. But one thing's really clear, it's definitely got people talking. Number 2, Darnell Rice drama. Alright, let's dive into the wild ride of Darnell Rice and the chaotic scene at his house. Picture this: Darnell Rice, just your average armed security guard, caught up in a whirlwind of accusations and gunfire drama. So what went down exactly? Well, it all started when Rice allegedly decided to make a quick buck by selling a modified handgun that could spit out bullet like nobody's business. We're talking about automatic fire, folks, the kind of firepower that makes action movie heroes jealous. And who did he sell it to? A sneaky confidential informant who probably had dollar signs dancing in their eyes. But hold on to your seats, because the plot thickens. Amidst the chaos of federal agents storming Rice's place, a witness just innocently tinkering away on a car decides to chime in with their 2 cents. According to this brave soul, no guns were pointed at the agents, and they were calling out the whole operation as a reckless circus.
Another man who was there says that didn't happen and that agents never...
Now, Rice was the only person arrested in that raid. He faces up to 10 years in prison.
At that particular time, I felt like they wasn't doing their job and my life was in jeopardy. I actually thought I was going to die.
Talk about a dramatic twist. Here, we have Rice minding his own business, well, kinda, and suddenly he's the star of his very own action-packed saga. Imagine the scene: federal agents rolling up like they're in a Hollywood blockbuster, guns blazing and tensions high. And in the midst of it all, Rice's buddy, just trying to fix up a car, gets caught in the crossfire of accusations and chaos. It's like something straight out of a movie script, but alas, this is real life, folks. So what's next for Darnell Rice and this roller coaster of a life? Well, he's facing some serious jail time, up to 10 years behind bars, all thanks to his little gun-selling escapade. But hey, at least he's got a front row seat to the wildest show in town. And as for the agents, well, let's just say they might want to work on their aim and maybe brush up on their identification skills. After all, nobody likes a reckless shooter, especially when they're just trying to fix up a car. Number 1, bathroom stall incident. This incident occurred at the Whitty Residence Hall, where a federal ATF agent from Monona, Justin Fahey, was caught red-handed snapping pictures of female students from under the bathroom stall. This shocking violation of privacy sent ripples of concern across the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus. In a baffling turn of events, Fahey claimed he had mistakenly entered the wrong restroom, but UW-Madison police quickly debunked his excuse. Surveillance revealed Fahey spending a suspiciously long 14 minutes in the bathroom, and to add fuel to the fire, his phone showed signs of tampering with evidence. The revelation that the lower levels of the dorm are accessible to the public, despite not being intended for general use, raised eyebrows and questions about campus security.
Stall of one of the residence halls. News 3's Amanda Quintana has those details, including how he was allowed inside.
Mistakenly went into the wrong restroom, and it was just purely a misunderstanding.
Students need an ID card to get into the higher levels of the dorm, but this incident happened.
Doesn't worry you for like a long period of time because you know how quickly they respond to situations like that.
He recently wiped his phone to a previous backup.
While some students remained unfazed, citing the swift response of campus authorities to such incidents, others admitted to feeling more vigilant about who enters their dormitory. This disturbing incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining vigilance and security measures, even in seemingly safe environments. It's a wake-up call for all students to stay aware of their surroundings and report any suspicious behavior promptly. After all, a safe campus is a collective responsibility, and incidents like these underscore the need for constant vigilance. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again next time.